Hello everyone, I'm Alexei, product manager at Broken Build, and I'm happy to announce you a new release of Agile Velocity Chart Gadget app 6.0. Since last major release, we have developed a new sprint matrix for team cross-team velocity chart and individual velocity chart, and several configurations for you to adjust the chart to your Jira process and to have the ability to compare gadgets on one dashboard. And the cherry on top of this release is new benchmarking chart, which allows you to represent several teams on one chart as bars. All the information about new features you can find in the help menu. In what's new section, the link to release notes lead you to the blog post on our website, where you can find all screenshots on all the information behind the story and explore new capabilities which we have prepared for you. The goal of this video is to, it's like a teaser, is to motivate you to try these features by your own, and if you can't create the gadgets on your production instance, we add a new capability for you, so you can go to the playground. Playground is a dedicated instance with test data, where we have added pre-configured charts for you to play with chart view, to open breakdown, to play with user preferences, to go to settings, to see how we configure the chart, what configurations are, what you can set as specific setting, and what you haven't tried before. So the only moment here is that these pre-configured charts are in a view only mode, so you can't save settings here. If you want to play with test data with charts, you can go and create a new dashboard with your own gadgets. I want to note here that we will refresh data once a day or once a week, so your dashboard can be deleted, so the data is temporary. So here on the banner you can find the menu with different predefined dashboards which represent new features in the release, and I want to point you to the new breakdown feature which we add to the chart view to see how the feature works. You can click on the interval or sprint on the chart and scroll down to see the breakdown section. So here you can see all sprint metrics, the total for all these metrics, and trend, which is relative value to the previous total to this sprint. So in previous the lower was 8.5, and in this sprint is 19.5. which shows you that the value increased 10 times. So also you can see here the average for this metric and the ratio relatively to initial commitment. So see here you see the initial commitment is 100%, and all these metrics are all these metrics have the ratio relatively to initial commitment. So you can assess whether it's good or not. So these naked numbers can't say you what to conclude, because this in every case it will be okay to have a lower ratio 42%. The breakdown feature itself includes the two levels. This two levels below the metric. So you can see these two levels breakdown, which works with as breakdown by metrics. So here you can see total, trend. If there wasn't value for such segment in previous sprint, you can see you just can see it because here is no value, and you have average and ratio as well. You have ability to change the options of breakdown. Here you can select status or lower count, project, epic, release, component, label, priority, or assignee, and change the order of the breakdown and save it to see the information broken down by these options without reloading chart, just on fly. You can reset the configurations to basic to default, and save it to see how it was initially. One of the biggest win and most requested feature is to see the issue list of a specific segment. So you can see I've selected a rollover of team alpha only stories. So I'll see it in sprint details, only stories. I can go and change to specific, let's see, assignee. So I can go and see a specific assignee here. So this feature allows you to point out to spotlight specific segments of metrics, to have a meaningful conversation started with specific particular list of issues that are the base for the conversation or the improvement or different patterns analysis and so on. So the second big feature here in this release is the new benchmarking chart, which you can find here in the playground. And the main difference between this chart and the cross-team velocity chart, that on the cross-team velocity chart, you see the aggregated data of 5 teams, and on this chart you can you have this data broken down by teams. So every team on the chart is represented by bar. You can highlight them, you can enable and disable them to the calculation. So they are presented in that way that you can compare one team to its previous results and compare teams by these values, and benchmark them by average line, by 75th percentile, by median, and by 25th percentile. So the chart itself visualize one specific metric. So if you want to change the metric, you can switch it in this area. And maybe the last major moment here, that by default the chart shows you the values in percentage, and these values are ratio to initial or final commitment based on your configuration. So here you see the tooltip which help you to understand and to read the chart. So the scope was not completed at the end of the sprint versus final commitment, and this is a ratio in percentage. So our belief is that absolute values can be compared, but it's not a good way to compare teams, because different teams can have different story points, and they can be not aligned. So the percentage is better when you see when you want to see some health patterns, anomalies, or some trends. So the configuration on this chart is pretty similar to cross-team chart, with the only difference with metrics. So metrics are here. You can select the metric show by default, but you can switch the metric on the chart. And here we added benchmarks: average, 75th percentile, median, 25th percentile, as I mentioned before, and deviation configuration. So you can select to which benchmark you want to see the deviation in the breakdown. So here you can see that alpha team has better median, better ratio than on median by 19%. So here it's like signals for you to put attention, like the trends as well. Put your attention to some numbers, and for us it's super interesting. How can you apply these tools to your cases? So because we have created capabilities with a lot of requests requests in mind, but this is not a strict answer to all requests. It's a co-creation with all of you users, with all of users who requested new features, and we are open for your feedback. Maybe find moments you want to improve or to change in manner that will allows you get more value. So do not hesitate to write us. You can find the feedback section in the help menu. Please write us, suggest our feature. You can write any feedback about existing charts or charts you missed. So if you find some moments which are not working as expected, you can report issue, and we will connect with you as much as possible, as soon as possible. I'm sorry. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.